Banks aren't lowballing you for your score, they're profiling your entity. So if you fix the file, you go bank ready in 14 to 45 days. My name is Chess. I've secured well over 400K in total business funding and helped hundreds of entrepreneurs do the same. And this channel is about doing it the right way: fast, clean, and fundable. A quick note before we get right into it: this is YouTube. The free content on the channel is maybe 10% of what we actually give. So keep that in mind as we go through this and any of my other videos, because what I'm about to break down, I usually save for my clients who are already in the room with us. But this is too important to not put on camera. Banks aren't just running your credit anymore. They're profiling your entity, its age, its category, its doc trail, its filing history. And if your entity looks thin, new, or mismatched, even your 750 credit score gets like baby limits, sometimes a flat out denial. And this is what I call the entity gap. And most business owners don't know it exists until they're sitting across from an underwriter, wondering what the hell went wrong. And here's exactly what a flagged entity profile looks like in underwriting: zero business history, you probably made it last week, an ICS code mismatched to your stated use of funds, thin or missing vendor trail, inconsistent docs like your officer dates don't line up, your registered agent doesn't even match, EIN freshly issued, and the combination doesn't slow you down. It triggers a denial pattern. The algorithm reads your file as a risk profile and not a funding candidate. So here's what nobody tells you: a 680 with a clean age, correctly placed entity will often outperform a 750 with a new LLC in a thin doc path. The problem is never you. It's been your thin file the whole time. So if you fix a vetted age corp, placed correctly, not just an old correctly placed, there's a difference. And it matters. Clean EIN, no liens or liability, an ICS code aligns with your actual use of funds, active, good standing in the right state, full doc pack ready for your KYC, and register agent already live. That's a tight banking sequence handoff from day one. And that combination collapsed the whole timeline. Instead of spending 6 to 8 months building entity credibility from scratch, you're starting from a position that the banks already respect. They see age, they see clean filing, they see NICS alignment, they see docs. So you're not just a startup risk anymore. You're a business that looks like it's been operating. And that's a mechanism. That's what moves the needle. Now, here's where most people get this all tripped up. They hear Age Corp and they go online, go to a marketplace, title change, officer updates, EIN re-verify. Sounds very simple. It stacks KYC flags and resets your clock. So you show up like you're still new. Our placements are pre-vetted before they're even offered. State and NICS code matches your funding plan. Docs packages, register agents already live. 1 day transfer handoffs. The moment it's yours, you're moving forward to the bank, not waiting on paperwork. So here's the real timeline that we like to use. Business owners, they come in with a stalled new entity, and the underwriter kick the file back. We place a vetted age corporation, stated status matched, NICS aligned, docs clean, and 21 days later they're bank ready. And that's a representative of our timeline with the correct file built. Can you just buy it off a website? Yeah, you can, but most of them will probably get you denied because age alone is not the edge. Dirty file, wrong NICS code, stale docs, that's not an asset. That's a liability you paid for. So our edge is a clean file, plus the correct category, plus proper banking sequence. And in that order: framework first, vendor second, always. And I'll be honest with you, the next part, I don't share this publicly often. I don't even know if I should put this online or on camera or on YouTube. This is the framework my inner circle runs before they even talk to a vendor. My school members get access to this sequence as a part of the community. And I'm going to walk you through it right now because if you made it this far, you earned it. Pay attention. So before you buy any kind of age corps online or from anyone, lock these 5 things before buying it. 1, your target state tied to your banking plan, not the cheapest filing state, the state where your banking relationship lives. All right. Number 2, your NICS code aligned to your use of funds. If you have a mismatched code, it's going to be a top denial triggers. So number 3, no liens, no liabilities, none of that. Verify before you even buy. Number 4, active good standing. Even a brief time lapse creates an underwriting flag, so confirm it before you transfer to the title. And 5, officers and EIN packages with full documents ready for KYC on day 1. You need a full doc package to hand into any kind of banking conversation. That's going to be your filter. So run every Age Corp through before you commit to buying. And framework first. If you're skipping straight to where do I buy one, you're setting yourself up for denial that you could avoid. So if you have 700 plus or above, or you have access to it, and you want faster approvals on real credit lines, hit the link below. Run the 30-second bank readiness diagnostic. It's not a form, it's a quick filter. If you pass, the calendar unlocks and you're pre-cleared. We map up your banking sequence from there. But if you're under 700, you can still apply. We'll run a funding first repair sprint to get your profile where it needs to be, so credit repair. Then place an entity when you're approval ready. The sequence matters more than you think when you're starting out. So we place the entity when you qualify. So hit up our team directly and they'll get you dialed in. And remember, what I said at the top, this is YouTube. What I just walked you through is the public version, and the 10%. My inner circle and my school members get the other 90%. The framework, the sequence in plays, the repair sprints, credit repair, all of it. Diagnostic is the door, so everything else on the other side of it is it. No guarantees. Underwriting makes the final calls always at the end of the day. So what we do is to make your file look right and move fast. Clean entity, right category, right sequence, right banks. And you control the inputs while we make sure that they're correct. So start your 30-second bank readiness diagnostic now. The links are in the description. I'll see you guys inside.